Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Thornburg, and how can you motivate your child this summer? You're going to be spending a lot of time with them, more than usual, because school is out. And I had this experience last week when we were on a little vacation. I have 8 kids, so I have all the different kinds of personalities that you could imagine within a single family. And I've had to learn to balance my parenting according to each child's characteristics and temperament. And that's what I want to focus on, is the temperament. We each have a certain tendency to behave a unique way, and that collection of our tendencies of behaving a certain way is our personality. And the same is for our child, except we're just learning about how their collection of actions are developing into a personality. So while we have a better understanding of ourselves, and while we could even argue that maybe we don't understand ourselves completely, but better than we do our child. Last week, we stopped at a restaurant that was not on the typical fare that she would eat. It was called Alligator Soul. It was in Savannah, Georgia. It was absolutely fantastic. It was a low country, Southern Cajun style restaurant. And she looked at the menu, absolutely nothing I want to eat on this. And she got a little frumpy. The head went down, shoulders went forward, and we're sitting in the restaurant. It was a nice restaurant with white tablecloths. And I just looked at her, knowing that her temperament is one that once she feels comfortable, she will happily move forward. But until she has that personal taste of, hey, this is okay, she can't accept it. There's just a wall there. There's a resistance there. So rather than approaching her in kind of a pushing you forward, I'm going to pull her along. Pushing forward would be like, well, if you don't eat this food, you're not going to get dessert, that kind of thing, that kind of like reward punishment approach. So instead, I was pushing her along. I said, oh, look at your shoulders, they're forward and you're looking down. And I guarantee you this is what's going to happen. You're going to have the shoulders down. You're going to take the first bite of food and you're going to put it in your mouth. And then eyes are going to pop up and all of a sudden you're going to sit up straighter and your shoulders are going to go back and you're going to be like, oh my God, this is really good. And you're going to look around at the other tables and be like, have you guys tasted this food? It's so good. It's so good. Pretty much that's how it went. Obviously, minus the interruption of everybody else's meal in the restaurant. But the shoulders came up, the eyes lit up. She had a little smile on her face, and then we ate everything that was ordered. That was great. But again, it was that pulling along rather than the pushing forward, because her temperament style is what is called melancholic. Melancholics don't like to do things unless they feel comfortable. Imagine that there's a musical instrument and they're learning how to play the guitar, and there's a family gathering, and somebody else in the family is very good at the guitar and asks that melancholic child that's learning the guitar to join them in playing, and that melancholic child will feel like the spotlight was just unnecessarily and unjustified put on them. Oh my gosh, how can I perform in front of other people? I haven't mastered the guitar yet. I'm not comfortable doing this, and they'll run away and they'll be very bashful. I pose that to like a choleric child who maybe has never had a lesson and will just grab the guitar and just belt something out just to be the center of attention. The sanguine will kind of do the same thing. Here I have a melancholic child who only likes to move in an arena, in an internal kind of a working space that is comfortable to her, that aligns with her natural feeling of how the world should be put together. And if it's outside of that natural order that she has created in her head, then she really can't participate. It's very difficult for her to participate in that activity. So let me take it to the second example that I had with her. Later in the week, we went and learned wakeboarding and wake surfing. We started with skiing just to get our legs about us, and then we went to a wakeboard, and both times she didn't want to do it, and there was a headphone because we had an instructor with us, and both times, I don't like this, I don't like this. She fell once, she gave it one more effort, and then she was done. Kudos for her for making the second effort. Then it came to the wakeboard. That was an absolute joy. I mean, none of us had ever done it before, and she refused to participate. So we were going through second turns. Right before our lesson ended, I said to her, everybody wants to do a second chance. Everybody here is really enjoying themselves. And just like the restaurant, you're going to get out there and you're going to get a little smile on your face and you're going to want to go again right after you fall off. No pushing. It was just pulling along. After she saw her sister go back and want to do a third time, she said, okay, I'll try. She hit the water. She tried it once. She got up on her first try, and you just saw the smile on her face when she had to come back to the boat after she fell off the wake. And again, that was another experience. Our kids have temperaments. We have temperaments. There's a book called Temperaments God Gave You. It's a very simplified version of a Myers-Briggs. It is a simplified and more modern version of Aristotle's Four Humors. Remember, when you are watching your child, they're going to fit one of 4 primary temperaments: melancholic, choleric, sanguine, and phlegmatic. I just did the melancholics with some good examples here. I will go through the other temperaments in future videos, and thank you for watching.